Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to tonight's coverage of the Twisted Chassis Truck Series and the Kentucky Derby 115 here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. I want to say welcome everyone here tonight as we get ready to go racing here for round number 3 of the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Thank you to everybody on board, Admin Box, Nerds Doing Nerds Things, AMR Paintworks, AMRRC as well on board. Let's take a look at the point standings coming out of Las Vegas. 1 week ago, it was going to be Chris Zofield in the point lead, with Mark Beverly going to be second. Tristan Stevenson going to be third. In points, pretty tight between these top few drivers. A matter of about 2 points separate the top 3. Then it's going to be another about 4 point down from the lead back to Dustin Stallings. So the top of this field in point standings, at least early on in the season, is going to be tied as we roll into Kentucky Motor Speedway. Qualifying right now is underway here tonight. Thank you guys for coming out here, and it's Nathan Cogdell right now on the pole for the Kentucky Derby 115. Here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. As always, Matt in the booth for you here for this 115 lap race here tonight around Kentucky Motor Speedway. Fuel mileage going to be always as interesting as ever here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. How would this race turn out? We will find out over the coming laps. Again, thank you guys for coming out here tonight to round number 3 at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. All things here tonight. Now, again, we're looking at about 1:25 remaining. Cogdell on the pole right now, if nothing changes. So, Cogdell on the pole if nothing changes here. We'll get ready to get your racing action underway in 1 moment here. Thank you again to Admin Box, Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast, AMR Paintworks, and AMRRC for all their support. Check them out today over on Facebook as well. But we're going to get ready to turn them loose here for 115 laps at Kentucky Motor Speedway here tonight. This should be a fun 115 laps here for round number 3 coming off Las Vegas. Where's my dance video from last week? It is coming, Calvin. It is coming. Oh boy, I'm not gonna get away from this, am I? Not gonna happen. So as we get ready to go, Nathan Consdale on the pole right now. Calvin right there. Hey, at least I'm not singing Viva Las Vegas this week, right? That is the positive of the night. Not singing that here tonight, but right now, I could neigh like a horse for Kentucky Derby, but that's about all I've got for you. Horses love courses. I don't know where to go with this, but we're going to get ready to go green here in the Kentucky Derby 115 here tonight. So here we go. Let's take a look at your starting lineup here tonight as we got warm-up underway. Well, before we do that, let's do some interviews, shall we? Because they're doing their pre-race thing, so not going to do that. We're going to let them do their driver's meeting. Don't want to interrupt that one. Start looking here at where we're at here tonight. Let's take a look at your starting lineup real quick. We'll do some more talk here. Still got to adjust that admin box, but you see right there, Nathan Cogdale going to start on the pole. Nathan Somerville going to start on his outside for the Kentucky Derby 115 here tonight. Row number 2 is going to consist of Calvin here. Calvin also in chat. Dustin Stallings going to line up alongside Tristan Stevenson in the 18. Skylar Burry in that 68 ride going to line up 6th. 7th is going to be William and Mr. Joshua W. Moore there in the 51 machine. Joey Means right there in the 24. Something up with his paint scheme this week. There's Nathan Dowley. Row number 11 tonight is going to be Joey M. Boeing and Mr. Chris Sofield. Right there in 12th, Chris D. Willer, Terry Collette there in the 9 truck. Mark Beverly right there as well. David Hall in the mix also. Tyler Ashley going to line up alongside Alan Martin. Then it's going to be Keith Moyer, Dylan Smith there is also in the line. Then it's going to be race control back there. And Sammy Davis, Mike Sabanowski, Billy Stallings, going to round out your field. So as we get ready to go, we're going to do one more round of commercial breaks. When we come back, we'll talk all things Kentucky Derby 115. All right, welcome back here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Thank you for bearing with us through that little bit of our little, I need to go work on technical stuff. Jennifer, what's up? Oh gosh, now we're all wanting to do this video. Hey, to be fair, I'm not getting away from this, am I? God dang it. Oh God. Yeah. Forget it. Let's see what I can come up with here. I'm not getting away from this at all. I don't see this coming from a mile away. Anything? 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 Yeah. Oh, whoa. Not that. Not what we need. Not what we need, Captain. Come on. Give me my camera. X-split? Nope. Oh. We are not going to get away with this now, are we? We are not going to get away from this. How is it that I never get away from these things? Hang on, we'll get it set up for you and we'll come back with your video. Jeez almighty. I have gotten myself in so much trouble by opening mouth and search. Hold on, you're going to go to the home screen, and if any luck, when we come back, we'll have a camera working. Sound good? There we go. We got 5 minutes of this, so here we go. They're still out there warming up while I'm getting ready to entertain you guys with whatever ideal that I've got now. I don't know what the ideal is going to be here. We got anything? Let the turn off. Split. Here. Why is my camera not working? Streamer. Why does everything not want to work when I need it to? Now it's on. Chroma cam. Okay. See, what's right here? What's right here? What's right here? Okay. Everything should work now. Boom, boom. Maybe, possibly, we got some luck going here. We're working on it. We're going to get you your video before we go green here tonight. I am 90% confident. Okay, 85% confident. 63% confident. Okay. Okay, Chrome. I got competing configurations here. Give me a second. We got this. We got Chroma Cam. We got Discord. What's this? Needs to go bye-bye. That's something needs to go bye-bye. Alright. Streamer. Alright. Let's see. Settings. Let's see. Doop-a-doop. Oh, nope, the camera's not what. My camera hates me. It's clearly plugged in the computer, but it does not want to say it's plugged in. Oh well. I tried. I will get you a dance eventually, I promise. Let's get back to the race. 2 minutes left in warm up here. Letting my folks down. My goodness, what kind of broadcaster am I? Letting everybody down. I'm going to have to order a new camera. That's just awesome. My camera says no to the dancing. But on the broad side, we will get some broadcasting in here tonight. As we got about 2 minutes of warm up left. Some guys hit the track. Calvin on pole, Terry Collette there in second. Let's see who we can talk to out there in the driver's universe. As we go. Did I move? Where am I going? Where did I move Dustin? Why is Dustin in the waiting room? What did I do to Dustin? Let me see if I can get with Dustin. Maybe, possibly. Did I mess up Dustin? Did I send him to the wrong place? Has he been exiled to the broadcasting waiting room? I don't know if he's trying to come in here. I don't know if he needs me. I don't know if I moved him to the wrong place. I just don't know. Who knows with these things? Man, oh man, oh man. 1 minute and 19 seconds, 116 on the board. Here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Going to be a fun night here at Kentucky. We're going to have some fun here at the Kentucky Motor Speedway here this evening. And we'll get ready to go here tonight. So let's get ready to go once again as we get ready to fire off here at Kentucky Motor Speedway for what should be a fun night of racing here on Extreme Sim TV for the Kentucky Derby 115 here tonight. So again, 115 laps going to be your race distance here tonight. As always, keeping the truck intact, in shape, and ready to roll here. It should be your main concern here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Over here messing with stuff, breaking things, trying to figure out why in the world my camera does not like me. I don't understand why my camera does not like me. Kind of weird. It is definitely plugged me in. It's currently used by OBS. Wait a minute. It's currently used by OBS. What planet is the camera currently being used by OBS? Check a flag out. We're going to get ready to go here. Alright, we're going to get ready to go racing here tonight. Everybody going to line up here on the front row as we get ready to go racing here tonight for this one. This one should be a ton of fun here as we get ready to go racing once again. Again, thank you guys for coming out here tonight as we get ready to go racing and what should be a very fun night here on Extreme Sim TV. As always, again, thank you guys so much for everything you do for the channel. It is going to be a blast. But right now, we have to get ready to go. You've done been through your lineup here tonight. So now it's down to go time here on Extreme Sim TV. Everybody lining up on pit road here tonight. And it's going to be Nathan Cogdale up there in that double zero on the pole. Nathan having a good run. Hopefully everything loads in with his number right. Also Skylar Berry back there. Calvin in the 74 machine. Ready to go racing. Dustin Stallings, Tristan Stevenson in the 18. Also out there ready to go in that number 18 Interstate Batteries machine. And you see them rolling off once again here. Again, this is going to be a fun one. I think the top line might be the way to go at some portions here tonight. We'll have to see. Or this thing may stay to the bottom. You never know here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Now, I do think the top, as we're getting some EOLs out of the way, they're working on that. Again, 3 races, 3 different winners. Last week, Mark Beverly was able to pick up the win 1 week ago. Tonight, he starts 15th on the field here this evening. Tristan Stevenson went for the win at Daytona. Tyler Ashley as well going to victory lane back at the Clash in the 81 truck. But keep in mind, he's right there. See what Tyler can come up with. We take a look at last week's results. Ashley coming home 7th last week. Christy Wheeler coming up 4/10 short of victory lane 1 week ago at Las Vegas. We'll see if he can come back here at Kentucky and get it done. Or will it be someone else, someone brand new, to go to victory lane here at Kentucky Motor Speedway tonight? One of those 3 having to defend here. Tyler Ashley technically not with a regular season win as of yet. Now keep in mind, we're going to get ready to go racing here. We'll see how this turns out. They delayed the green by a lap there. I believe Race Control went ahead and delayed it by a lap. We'll get ready to go. Up front, Nathan Cogdale right now in the 00, ready to go to victory lane if he can here tonight, starting from the pole. Cogdale, who is on the pole here tonight. Where did he finish last week? 19th was his finish last week at Vegas, and back at Daytona in the regular season, finishing 15th. So 15th being his best finish of the year. Really great start here. Really trying to one up that 00 Carolina coil machine on the pole. We'll see how that goes though. Man, the 14 looks like the Nathan Somerville, the truck he brought here tonight. Looks like it's been sitting out in the sun after being rained on it for like 20 years. My goodness sakes. And there's more rust on that than... Wow. That car's going to be rusting to the ground. He ain't going to have no frame ramp by the time the race is over. That frame's going to fall apart on that race truck. Here we go. Coming to green. Coming to green this time by Kentucky Motor Speedway. Green flag finally in the air. We're racing at Kentucky. Everybody up to speed. Headed for 1 and 2. They'll dive single file almost immediately. This should be fun. Everybody up and getting at it here. At least early on here tonight. Through 1 and 2. Going to be important here. Getting up to speed. Here we go. Cogdale leads. Oh, wrong spot to click, Matt. Good job. William there behind him. Maine's there as well. Dustin Stallings, Tyler Ashley back here in the mix of the battle. You see back here mid-pack, everybody going to go 2 and 3 wide. Cogdale leads lap number 1 at least. Joshua W. Moore sliding back a spot as well. So you start looking mid-pack and you're starting to see these guys venture up the racetrack. Early on, it appears that top side may be the way to go. Ashley dives to the bottom. Skyler there behind him, not looking so well in 3 and 4, maybe 1 and 2. Might get the top side rolling here early on. Here in the Kentucky Derby 115. Tyler Ashley sitting there in line. Dustin Stallings, Jacob M. Bowen right there as well. Jacob trying to come through here on the top, on board with a couple of these cars down the back straightaway from the roof cam. From Chris D. Willard's point of view. Remember 1 week ago coming up a spot short from victory lane. Wants to kind of redeem himself from that and move forward. Meanwhile, last week's winner right here alongside the 18 stranded deep in the pack. That's the 13 Bronco Machine mid-pack right now. 4 laps completed. The scheduled 115 here tonight so far. Everything's kosher for now. Points leader Chris Zofield back here mid-pack with David Hall. And the Napa Auto Parts Napa Know-How number 21 with Terry Collette giving chase. Collette going to go to the top here. Still not really getting the top side of the run. Meanwhile, up front, look at William moving forward. Nathan Somerville right now on the back bumper of Cogdale. Cogdale going to give him the top side. That rust bucket of a race truck on the top. He'll make it work down the back straightaway. Cogdale going for the race lead here tonight. You want to talk about weathering effects and rust effects on that number 14. Man, oh man, oh man. He'll go to the top side trying to make it work with Somerville. Everybody give it a shot here on the top. Nathan on board the rust bucket right now on the outside here for the race lead in 1 and 2. Seems to be the better corner for the top side of the racetrack. If he can keep the momentum up down the back straightaway, he'll get by Nathan Cogdale. And he'll move that 14 up by about a half a truck now in front. Back into 3 and 4. Cogdale coming back on the bottom. Very interesting situation. 1 and 2 seems to be top side dominant. 3 and 4, it's right around the bottom, wrapping the inside. It's going to pay off. So at least the first 77 laps of this race, we do have some different strategies coming into play. Very interesting to watch these strategies come into play, at least early on here tonight in the Kentucky Derby 115 at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Which lane do you go to? Down now, Summerfield going to move his way up forward. Cogdale there in the 00. Joey Means right there in the mix. The Valvoline 24 trying to come up with something. Great run by the 24 camp ride now. Tyler Ashley right there in line as well. What's it going to take to go to victory lane here tonight? I think being able to manage what side of the racetrack you are on is, or what end and what lane is going to be major here tonight for 115 laps. Nathan Cogdale up front leading the way right now. You go from a TV spectator cam and you can see Cogdell continuing to lead. One truck getting ready to go back lap down. Old Sammy Davis. And Joshua W. Moore has blinked out or something, dropping through the field. Did he get disconnected from the server? Joshua W. Moore in the 51 drops to 22nd. And now he pops back in. So he's blinking in and out. Oh, boy. Oh, good gracious. Moore having all kinds of connection issues. Moore might be in trouble here tonight, connection-wise, and that's not what you want to see 10 laps in. Is somebody starting to blink and jump and all that racing goodness. Points leader Chris Zofield continuing to try to hang on in 13th. Continuing to keep that truck inside the top 13 right now. Mark Beverly, there's Skylar Berry. Kristen Stevenson, Dustin, Josh W. Moore, right there in the mix as well as they'll go side by side with Dustin Stallings. There in the 88 Hellman's machine. Hellman's mayo maybe on that truck. I don't eat much mayo. They go side by side. Sorry, mayonnaise, not mayo. Never mind. Meanwhile, up front, Nathan Somerville continuing to hang on in second right now here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. But it's the Cogdell that leads. A great run so far. And caution is out. And more involved and many more down here in 1 and 2. We'll go take a look at what happened. Caution out on the racetrack for the first time. 12 laps complete here. Well, let's take a look. Tyler Ashley, he gets turned off the front bumper of William. And that is not going to be good, Captain. One more look. Tyler Ashley may not be too pleased right now in the 81 camp. Let's go on board here with Tyler Ashley. And got turned truck up the racetrack. Well, it's not what you want, but if there's any consolation prize, at least it happened early on in the night. Tyler may not be too happy. Oh, and now Tyler having a blinking issue. Very confusing with the blinking issues here tonight. And we'll get ready to come to pit road. Let's see if we can talk to some of these drivers here. 13 of 15 complete. Actually going to hang on to 14 there in the Rust Bucket up front. Great run by the Rust Bucket. Continuing to lead. Lights on the pace truck. Nathan Somerville up there in that truck right now. Let's see if we can find Nathan. Maybe he'll be in Discord. There he is. There's Nathan out of the Loose Lug Nuts Racing Group. Okay. Cogdell teammate up there as well. Let's talk to him. Hey, Nathan. Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, man, the race truck looks like it's been sitting out in the sun, been rained on. More rusty than a Cars movie.
Yeah, I think Mater was the inspiration behind this.
I think Mater would be proud.
Yeah. My buddy old Cogdell to the left of me designed it and did it himself. He's really talented.
Hey, well, Cogdell got it going on. Well, teammates out in the front of the field. What are you feeling right now? We've seen that top lane in 1 and 2. I believe it's 1 and 2 there. It was kind of viable, not in 3 and 4. A little back and forth there on the lanes.
Yeah, so a lot of people want to wrap the bottom here, but they don't realize, a lot of people, there's a seam in 1 and 2, and if you can run it, you can pinch the inside car and get a good run off the back stretch and hopefully try to sell it into 3 and 4 and keep the momentum. But this track is a momentum racetrack, so as long as you keep up the momentum, you can keep cars at bay.
Tim Thorman, well, you're having a great run right now. You should be getting ready to go back to green here in a moment. Best of luck. Maybe we'll get to talk to you later on.
Yeah, I missed last week. I was having some technical issues, so it's good to be back on the track.
Good to see you out there, Tomater.
All right, man. Bye.
All right, Tomater out there ready to go. So we get double file once again. 15 and 115 in the books. So that's going to give us about 100 laps to go here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Teammates out front from Loose Lug Nuts Racing. Cockdale up there in the lead. Teammate right alongside here at Kentucky right now. Early on, one caution if you're just joining us. Tyler Ashley, our class winner, involved in that. Not going to be too pleased. But unfortunately, it's just kind of the way his season's going. And the tacked out racing machine right now. Remember, teammate with Christy Wheeler, those guys out of tacked out. Wheeler come up short on the win last week. Trying to recover. Now one of their trucks into the wall here in the most early yellow of the evening. Tacked out's going to have some work to do. You see Ashley back there alongside Subinoski. His tacked out teammate. Man, Jacob M back in the mix. Jacob, where is Jacob sitting? Because he might be there he is, sitting third. That's the highest running tacked out truck we've got right now. It's going to be interesting with tacked out. You got one truck up there representing Jacob right now. Inside the top three, but he's got two loose lug nuts and two loose lug nut teammates here tonight as well with him. Here we go. We're going to get ready to go green. 16 of 115 complete. Nathan Somerville right now ready to go. Getting ready to go green right now. 16 and 115 in the books. Lights out on the pace car. This should be fun as we get ready to go. So Nathan Somerville leads. Teammate out of Loose Lug Nuts Racing in second. Tacked out sitting third right now, with Jacob M. Boeing and Mr. Chris D. Wheeler there as well, out of tacked out. So those two up there getting her done. Then Mark Beverly right there out of Dialed In Racing. Right there as well, kind of looking ahead of him. He's got two tacked out and two lug nut guys in front of him as we come to green. Here we go. Green flag in the air, 17 on the board. Back underway in the Kentucky Derby 115. Cogdale jumps to the lead. Teammate right there behind him. Pulling away here. Here we go. Tacked out there side by side. See how they do. They'll work it down in line here. Work together. Here comes the 18 of Tristan Stevenson trying to put it in the mix here. Good job by Stevenson working the bottom. That's that Interstate Batteries number 18, Tristan Stevenson, moving to the bottom of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Cogdale out front leading the way. Teammate to his outside here. That's Nathan Somerville alongside Jacob M. Boeing trying to run him down. That's that Home Depot Toyota Tundra just behind them. The top three trucks going to pull away. There's Sofield, your points leader here coming in tonight. He'll go to the wall. Ooh, Zofield in the fence here, way high. He's going to lose a ton of spots. He's going to be dropping like the stone here, and here we go. 3 wide underneath of him. That is dangerous. But they were able to hang on. 3 wide underneath of them. That's always dangerous, but somehow everybody makes it work. Joey Means right there in the mix in the Valvoline 24 camp. Up to 14th right now. There's Alan Martin right there as well. Nathan Cogdale right there in the mix also. Somerville hanging on right now in second. Trying to run down the teammate out front. Those two trucks doing very well. Now Somerville going to jump out to the outside line of Cogdale. Cogdale giving him plenty of room. I don't expect the two teammates to race each other too terribly hard here. Giving plenty of room. Jacob M. Bowen right there behind him thinking, if I can get there, mix it up with them. See, just behind by a couple of truck links. That's all the difference is, at least out front. on board here. A couple more. You see them coming off the corner side by side. The 00 is going to let Nathan to the outside here. And I kind of wonder if the 00's tires are starting to get to him here as you're on board and you see the guys up above him. I just think maybe Nathan's tires are starting to give out a little bit on the bottom. Somerville going to run the top. Here comes the two Home Depot machines. Willer with Bowen right there. So there's Christy Willer right there in the mix. Christy Willer doing a great job out of Tacked Out Motorsports with his teammate now nose to tail. So it's going to be Tacked Out running right now third and fourth with Loose Lug Nuts Racing out front. Man, great team racing up at the front of the field. Two strong teams right now at the front between the 00, the 14, alongside the 52 and the 38 of Willer and Boeing. So teammates up front right now controlling the race. Everybody else giving chase. Meanwhile, mid pack, there's Dustin Stallings, Billy Stallings right there as well in the 69 Monster Energy machine. Gonna roll to the outside of Dustin, maybe. Not quite. There's the 68 rolling the bottom. Skyler hanging on the inside right now. Pretty clean throughout the field. The Monster Energy machine, 69 of Billy Stallings. Trying to hang on. Chris Zofield right here as well. Still mid-pack. Now Tyler Ashley at the rear of the field, still with damage, but has yet to use the fast repair. He's going to save that for now. Expect him to use that fast repair later on in the night. So right now, just saving the fast repair. Joey Means up there in front of him. There's Joey running 16th right now on the racetrack. So there we go. Everybody hanging on. Billy Allen right there as well. What about out front? The Cogdale continuing to lead with Summerfield in second. Excuse me there, folks. Great side-by-side racing. And now it's going to be Jacob M. Boeing going to get around him. Hello. Great job, Jacob M. to the bottom. He'll get to the race lead. Or get to second. Now trying to chase down Cogdale for the race lead here. Getting by one of those loose trucks right now. And that's Cogdale moving to the look like the middle lane there through that corner for Cogdale. As the battle still ensues for second at the moment. Cogdale leads. Tristan Stevenson, Mark right there as well. Mid-pack, 26 on the board. David Hall back here in the 21 Napa Auto Parts machine. Good run for Hall. Out of Nacho Avenger squad. Of course, Dustin Stallings in that squad. Keith Moyer and Terry Collette all right there. David Hall, the best truck out of that bunch right now, running in what would be the 6th spot. I love the Nacho Avengers. If they could just give me Nacho Avengers teas too as well while we're at it. Continuing to run 17 or 27 on the board here tonight. Everybody back single file for the most part here in the Kentucky Derby 115. Tristan Stevenson right there with Mr. Mark Beverly on the back tailgate. Beverly going to dip down in the Bronco 13. He'll get the right front fender underneath the left rear of the Interstate Batteries machine of Tristan Stevenson. Stevenson to the top side here as well. There comes the 21, going to work his way through. David Hall there in the mix also. 29 on the board here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Right now, Cogdale leads them. You see off the back bumper of Cogdale out front. He's got company again with Nathan Somerville teammate Jacob M. Boeing. Has lost that second spot and continues to fall back. Tires may be going awry on that Coca-Cola Home Depot 52. He has got David Hall in the 21 Napa Auto Parts. The Nacho Avenger machine rolling to the back bumper right now. It's Napa and Home Depot right there together. All your home good needs and your car needs right in one spot. Quite convenient. There's the Bronco 13 and Mark Beverly just behind them. Last week's winner, Tristan Stevenson, trying to hang on. There comes Skylar Berry there as well. Berry trying to hang into the mix. 30 laps on the board here tonight. At least I know what fell now, and it was my stream deck. That's unfortunate, as I would say. That's unfortunate. So, folks, we'll be right back here. We're going to do, whoa, we got pit stops. Never mind. We're going to go crank it up. Never mind. We got pit stops here. Tristan Stevenson down pit road. Jacob M down pit road as well. There they go. Everybody coming down to shy of 31-ish laps on a tank of fuel, and everybody's starting to peel off the pit road here. Here we go. 31 in. We're starting to see stops here under green. Nathan Somerville out front. When does he hit pit road? Teammate coming down, Cogdale right there with him. Both teammates on the binders. They'll come to pit road. Somerville dropping like a rock. Cogdale there as well, following him through. This run to pit road after 32 laps in the books. Skylar Berry right there as well. Hanging on right now. And nice job, Skylar right now out front. David Hall there as well. More trucks coming to pit road. That's last week's winner, the Bronco machine. Mr. Mark Beverly going to come down. Get ready to put 4 tires and fuel on that truck as well. 33 on the board of the 115 here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway for that number 13 on pit road. There's the 38 going to come by your screen as they all hit pit road as well. Now the thing for Skylar Berry is he should be able to run another about 11 laps before he would have to pit. David Hall right there on his numbers, 34 laps in a stint here for David Hall. Trying to catch a caution here, but he'll have to come to pit road here pretty soon. 34 in for Hall there in the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. So Hall would have to come in. Martin and Josh W. Moore as well back there. I think the Alan Martin truck, the Terry Collette truck coming up on their stops, and immediately here comes Hall 34 complete. Collette should be coming in the remainder. Indeed they do. So everybody else out there it's not stopped. It's got about 11 laps before they'd have to come down. That includes Barry, Williams, Stallings, Moore, Moyer, and Davis, all about 11 laps away from their green flag stops, respectively. See Allen right there. There's Nathan Cogdale. Now we'll do a little bit of crank it up here on Extreme Sim TV. everybody back here once again as we continue to run here at Kentucky Motor Speedway, at least early on. Skylar Berry still out front, has not came down pit road as of yet. 25 laps in the stint right now. About 10, we've seen guys go about 33, 34 laps. So about 10 laps away from being forced to go to pit road. And when that does happen, Summerfield would probably be the guy that would go to the race lead with teammate Condell behind him. Then it would be Jacob M. Boeing in position to move to third when they cycle through green flag stops. Mark Beverly, Chris D. Wheeler right there as well, Joey Maines, Nathan Dowley right there, Tyler Ashley, David Hall, Terry Collette right there as well in the mix. Points leader Chris Zofield not having the best run here tonight, as you see Sammy Davis right now on pit road in a 54 machine. There he goes. He'll go down for his stop. Sammy Davis going to come off pit road. So that will leave 4 trucks on the racetrack that's yet to pit for the first time here tonight. 41 laps on the board. Keep in mind, we've went 41 trips around the Kentucky Motor Speedway so far. So still a little bit to go here. But right now, Sammy Davis will roll off a pit road here. And big story here, 4 points leader Chris Zofield so far, not having the run that you would expect Chris Zofield to have in that number 12 Tide ride. Came in with a very small points lead here into Kentucky, and right now that truck does not having the go that he would want it to have here so far. Take a look here at Zofield running and hanging on. And we go back to Chris Zofield at Daytona. Came away 6th there at Daytona. And keep in mind Las Vegas as well. Zofield was able to come away. Where did he finish? He come in 3rd. So his worst finish so far of the year has been 5th there. So it's not having the run that Zofield wants. Gonna have to figure it out here relatively soon. I'm telling you that. And very weird situation for Zofield right now. There we go, continuing to run right now. 44 of 115 complete here, and we take a look at the standings. Came in very well with 2-point gap over Mark Beverly and Tristan Stevenson. But the thing of it is, Tristan Stevenson right there in the 18, hanging on, having a decent run, but not spectacular right there in the top 8. Mark Beverly there behind him as well. All these guys in front of your points leader, who is just struggling, at least early on, for the Tide ride. Another one there having a great run, Dustin Stallings. That Hellman's number 88 machine right now, he needs to come to pit road here in about 2 to 3 laps, just like Keith Moyer. But right now, hanging on up near the front at the moment as they continue to run. A little bit surprised with the way this race is planning out right now. 46 on the board. Skylar Berry continuing to lead right now, 32 laps complete. Keith Moyer on pit road in the Coca-Cola machine. He'll get ready to roll off a pit road. Here he goes. That beautiful Coca-Cola machine will roll off a pit road, and he'll get back in the action right now. Man, so much fun to watch here tonight as they continue to do battle. 46 on the board with Skylar Berry, Dustin Stallings, all right there in that top few positions as they continue to run right now. Right now, as they continue to run, 47 complete here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. So it's very, very interesting to me to watch these guys do battle here at Kentucky and what we're seeing. Everybody continuing to hang on right now, long run at least here tonight at Kentucky between Stallings, Williams, Schuyler, Nathan right there as well. Todd Dale, Jacob M. Bowie, Stevenson hanging on. Mark Beverly right there in the 13 truck having a good run. .48 laps on the board here. So everybody continuing to fight through Dustin Stallings. William right there behind him, going to come to pit road here. So right now there is Nathan Somerville out front now with Nathan Condell right there behind him. And again, those top two trucks. Nathan Condell, Somerville right there as well, 49 this time by. They continue to do battle. 49 and 115 in the books here tonight. Somerville fighting up front. Cogdell now the second. The teammates kind of switching positions at the front of the field. 50 laps on the board this time by. So teammates out front. Mains there as well. There's more. Dowie, David Hall, Terry Collette right there, and Mr. Tyler Ashley going side by side. Now, Tyler Ashley did use that fast repair there on that green flag stop, starting to move back forward. Again, it was Ashley that went to victory lane back at the LA Coliseum race at the beginning of the season for the Clash, and now up to 11th. Tyler Ashley right now, David Hall at the moment, Nathan Dowley. Billy Stallings back here. One car, one lap down, or one car, two cars laps down. That's going to be Mike Sabanowski and Dylan Smith. Both those trucks, one a lap down and 2 laps down, respectfully right now. David Hall and Nathan Dowley, Josh W. Moore right there, up to 8th here. As it kind of circles back through. Chris D. Willer on track here in 6th right now after a top 2 finish 1 week ago. Really looking to get up here and get it done. So everything's going to calm down again. 52 laps on the board. Nathan Somerville hanging on. Somerville fighting through with Cogdell there as well. Jacob M. Boeing. Kristen Stevenson right there in the 18 Interstate Batteries machine. Terry Collette going to lose a spot to Alan Morton. That battle for 12th at the moment. Little bobble there on the outside for Terry Collette. And Alan Martin alongside in the 05. Great race in between those two trucks. See that momentum on the top side for the 9. There goes Ashley back to pit road. He's going to short pit this thing. Hang on to it, boy. Almost looped that number 81 there coming to pit road. Had his hands absolutely full with the 81 truck. And he's going to come to pit road. That truck continuing to blink in and out. That's a little concerning. But right now, Nathan Somerville continuing to lead. Cogdale right there behind him. Man, oh man, they continue to run. So great run right now by everybody involved. They continue to hang on. What do? Is you continue to fight through this one. 56 on the board. 56 on the board at 115 here tonight. David Hall right there behind them. Everybody continuing single file. We've had one yellow earlier in the night. That caution came out for an incident involving Tyler Ashley. Got turned around But since that, we have been pretty much green here for the other majority of the race. And I don't think these guys really thought that was going to happen here tonight. I truly think they thought that we would have more yellows, but right now those yellows just haven't occurred around Kentucky so far. And so it's kind of messed them up a little bit. We've seen trucks short pit handle it a couple of different ways, and really the strategy part of it, I don't think there's a particular right answer to it either. I think that's going to be very, very, very interesting going forward. Again, it has been mostly green all night long here from the Kentucky Motor Speedway. Been fun to watch, I'll give them that. But up front, that's going to be Nathan Somerville, Nathan Condell, the teammate still leading 1-2 at the moment. Jacob M. Boeing right there. There's Mark Beverly right there. Christy Willard, Josh Moore, David Hall, Joey Means back there alongside of, looks like Nathan, alongside of the 24 of Means. Means going to drop back a spot here. Just past halfway here at Kentucky Motor Speedway here tonight. 60 of the 115 that have been put in the books. Chris D. Willard, a 38 machine. He'll come to pit road once again for his second green flag stop. Starting to see more and more guys hit pit road for stop number 2 under green here tonight. Remember, fuel is anywhere from 31 to around 35 laps. You're going to have to hit pit road. So you've still got a little ways here in this fuel run. There's Josh W. Moore moving forward on the up to 4th. Jacob M. Bowling up there, Nathan Condell and Somerville, teammates still 1 and 2. Tristan Stevenson right now in 16th. Tyler Ashley kind of recovering here. Dustin Stallings right there in 8. More trucks to pit road. That got a little dicey. Nathan Dowling makes the move down pit road behind Joey Means. So Joey electing to hit pit road as well. Here in the Kentucky Derby 115 here tonight, they'll hit pit road and ride this thing out. But Nathan Somerville still out front. Here comes Cogdell, teammate to pit road. He'll hit the brakes there. Nice and controlled entry. Calvin there and Nathan Dowling still on pit road between Joey Means. They're getting ready to roll back out. There they go. They'll roll out on the racetrack. We'll look for Somerville. Probably this time or next time as his teammate just hit pit road a lap ago. We'll see if Somerville comes down this time. They split their strategy by a lap or 2. There we go. Particularly just 1 lap. He'll come down. So again, we're seeing the same things. And a great job by that number 14 camp. And here he goes. He'll come down pit road. Now that'll turn the lead over to Joshua W. Moore. He has about 4 to 5 laps before he'd have to hit pit road. Everybody coming down. Don't forget, folks at home, to slam that like button and let me know if you're liking what you're seeing. It's kind of how I view how everything's doing right now. The 51 down pit road. Joshua W. Moore going to get on the box here. So again, Kentucky Derby 115 we are watching here tonight. Josh W. Moore Josh W. Moore to pit road. Now, don't forget, 1 week for tonight, my birthday date, June the 27th, we'll head to South Boston Speedway for a party. Man, that's going to be a birthday extravaganza for me because we're going to my home state of Virginia to go racing at South Boston. It's the Sobo race, and a man-oh-man 150 laps. Should be fun here in the state of Virginia over at South Boston before we get to get the off week on July the 4th before we go to Texas July the 11th and Martinsville there in July the 18th and Nashville to end out July before we get into August there with Richmond back in Virginia. So Dustin Hall right now and Dustin Stallings hanging on side by side. So David Hall coming down pit road. Skylar Berry just in front of David Hall, so they'll all hit pit road. 68 on the board, a 115 here tonight. Hall, Williams, Skylar, Dustin Stallings right there as well. Or David Hall, excuse me, not Dustin Hall, Jesus. Dustin Stallings out front in that 88 Hellman's machine. Tyler hanging in the mix. There's Nathan Dowley back here. Josh W. Moore at the moment. Alan Martin hanging on. Joshua W. Moore. And David Hall back there in 16th now as they continue to run. Now, Dustin Stallings, Skylar Berry, some of the guys up front, they can run about another 11 laps on fuel than everybody else behind them. We'll see if that plays dividends. Because remember, the final stop should be coming about lap 100 for the guys that just pitted. So we're closing rapidly on the end of this thing here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. One yellow so far tonight. Dustin Stallings continuing to lead. Skylar Berry going to ride around the top here. So 70 on the board this time by 71 of 115 here tonight. And everybody trying to hang on. Dustin Stallings out front leading. Skylar Berry just there in second. Don't forget we go street stock racing tomorrow night. That'll be fun. That'll kick off tomorrow evening. But Dustin Stallings continuing to lead the way. Skylar Berry and William and Keith Moyer. Tristan Stevenson right there, Nathan Cogdell, Nathan Somerville, and Mark Beverly right there with Jacob M. Bowling right in the tire tracks as well of Mark Beverly at the moment. 72 and 115 tonight. Jacob M. Bowling right there in that Home Depot number 52. Silver and orange and black machine. Beautiful looking race truck. So the Kentucky Derby 115 continuing to run here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Single file down the back straightaway with Dustin Stallings and the Hellman's Mayonnaise machine. Continuing to lead with Skylar Berry there in second. Berry not having the same pace late in the run that Stallings is having. But again, Stallings trying to stretch his fuel out, and we will see how this works out because he is trying to stretch this. I don't think you can stretch it to one more stop. Take a look here. Do some research. Dustin Stallings 42 to go. I don't know. It might be tight. Stallings might be able to make it just on this stop. And if that's the case, it could be huge for Stallings here. There's 41 to go. Let's see how far he can stretch this. And can he play the fuel game? Man, I tell you what, it's going to be tight with 41 laps to go. Man, this is going to be really, really tight for Dustin Stallings. He could get a win here tonight if he plays this. He's going to have to go about 5 more, well, coming this time by, he needs to go about 5 more laps to get in that 35 lap window. I mean, if he starts saving here, everybody else is going to have to pit. Stallings in a great spot, along with William and Skylar Berry, if they can get in the 35 lap range. Man, what a move it would be for Dustin Stallings to come away with this one. He ran longer each pit stop than everybody else. You see Willer and Stevenson side by side. Cogdell back there as well. Dustin hanging tight here. And you take a look here and you start looking at where we're at. Man, Stallings not even in the top 10 really speed chart wide. But man, I tell you what, he's going to sneak up and try to get one. There is Stallings right behind Joey Means. 29 laps on the run right now. Still in decent position here tonight in that number 88 machine. Cogdell has led the most tonight at 28 laps. So Stallings in a pretty good position. 38 laps to go. I think he's going to be able to stretch it into his fuel window. And this, if he does not get a caution here, he needs no yellow to the run, to the end. But I think he's going to be in a very advantageous position to stretch this thing. The only other trucks that can do it right now is Barry, who is 11 laps or 11 seconds behind him, and William there as well in the same spot. And it's going to be a 15-second gap back to Somerville and Cogdell. And if you fast forward time here after the final stop for these other guys, they're not going to catch Stallings. Man, Stallings looking at a very good run here. 31 laps in this stint. 35 to go this time by. He's going to be right there on the numbers as he's got lap traffic in front of him. He can draft off trucks to get even more fuel mileage out of this truck. And he is just trying to get as much fuel mileage out of the 88 Hellman's machine. And he's going to make 31. Well, 31, he'll have 35, 32. Man, it's going to be so tight here. He's going to have 35 to go. He'd have to stretch it about 3 laps longer than he went that time to make it work. He's within a 3-lap distance, but you got to think about what kind of fuel can he save on this final run. This stretch for him will be about 35 laps he'll have to make work. William actually staying out and getting another lap out of it. 34. Man, oh man, 81 of 115 complete. William going to come down a lap later, and he'll stretch his run out to coming to 33. He'll have 34. That puts him a lap off what he would need to make it. So Somerville and Cogdell now back to the front of the field. We do know they're going to have to come to pit road. They're not going to have an option. And they're going to have to come to pit road here pretty soon. So keep that in mind. Somerville and Cogdell will have to hit pit road here before much longer in this race. And so 82 laps on the board, coming to 33 to go at Kentucky in the Kentucky Derby 115. Somerville leading the way. And right now they're kind of painted in a box if you look at it that way. And we'll take a look here in a moment. With 83 on the board of 115, and we take a look at where we're at here. Somerville right there. Cogdale teammate just there behind him. Now, I'll tell you what, as everybody hangs on, 84 on the board. Nathan Somerville out front. Nathan Cogdale just there behind him. Jacob Imbo in there in third. Great run. Mark Beverly there as well. Chris D. Willer. We'll take a look. Tyler Ashley back to pit road. Ashley's race went off the rails early with the incident. Hasn't never really recovered all race long. The one and only caution here tonight was for that 81 camp of Tyler Ashley. And he just hasn't been able to recover that 81 truck. You got to feel for him. And man, oh man, oh man. Nathan Somerville out front leading and continuing to run right now. So right now, Somerville and Cogdale teammates out front. But keep in mind, we're far from being done here tonight. 85 on the board, 30 laps to go this time by. 30 laps to go here from the Kentucky Motor Speedway. 30 laps to go. 29. Right now, Nathan Cogdale up there in second. Cogdale hanging on right now. He'll come to pit road. Nathan Somerville out front leading. Cogdale in second right now. Jacob M. Boeing coming down pit road. So here we go. The final stretch of stops now starting to happen here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. There's Boeing down pit road. Taking a look out front, Josh W. Moore. You see a couple more. Cogdale in his box. So Cogdale hitting the box. We'll see what this turns out to be for Cogdale. Somerville leads here in that rusted out number 14 truck. 89 on the board this time by Kentucky. We'll see when Somerville decides to hit pit road here as we continue fuel strategy here tonight. Now, we'll see where this circles out there. Stallings moving back into the top 5. Remember, he made that stop. He was the truck that may be able to make it all the way. And I tell you what, it's going to be close. Nathan Somerville leads. Pretty good lead over David Hall, Joshua Moore. More trucks on pit road. There's the 51 down, Mark down pit road. Nathan Dowley down pit road for the final time. So a bunch of trucks hitting pit road for the final time here tonight. Somerville coming down. There's Somerville coming down. Now David Hall will assume the race lead and he'll hit pit road here. Somerville to pit road. David Hall will take over the race lead in Napa Auto Parts truck. $90 on the board. 20 looking to be close to 20 to go here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Right now 25 to go here at Kentucky as they continue to hang on side by side. David Hall, Terry Collette, Dustin Stallings, Sammy Davis. And here comes David Hall electing to hit pit road this time. So he'll come down, put tires on that truck. Terry Collette also coming down this time by. So 90 and 115 complete. Dustin Stallings looks to take over the race lead here momentarily. So there we go. David Hall will drop back Dustin Stallings to the race lead. 2-second gap over Keith Moyer. Then it will be William transferring through as well. There's Cogdale. Now Cogdale 4 seconds off Stallings. Cogdale has more fuel in the tank. can run a little bit harder now. For reference, last time by 32.7 for Stallings, 31.163 for Cogdell. Man, at the rate Cogdell is catching Stallings, I don't think it's going to matter fuel-wise, because Cogdell is going to run him down. Down to 2 seconds to gap now, just rapidly knocking down the lap times as Stallings continues to try to save fuel. Oh, Stallings in the wall. Not what you want to see if you're Dustin Stallings, and that's going to hand the lead away. What happened there for Dustin Stallings? Oh, man. Let's take a look. Goes into turn 3 and 4. Let's take a look at what happened. Got in there too deep, got up in the wall. Grinds it against the fence there, and nothing Dustin can do. So he'll drop through third here. Cogdell getting around Keith Moyer. Now Nathan Cogdell out front. Plenty of fuel for that number 00 truck. Skylar Berry back here. Tyler Ashley trying to recover. Cogdell out front leading. Take a look at Chris Ofield here running 21st. The points leader coming into the night. Having a horrible run here at Kentucky Motor Speedway for him. He's got to think about maybe recovering next week at South Boston, because this race has not went the way he wanted here tonight at Kentucky. Now as we run 95 on the board, the picture kind of getting clearer here for these drivers. 95 complete, 0115 here tonight. And they continue to hang on right now. 95 and 115 in the books. And man, oh man, with what would be 20 to go this time by, without a caution, Nathan Cogdell may be in the best shape of all to go to victory lane. Now that is if we don't get a caution. If we get a caution, everything is going to be different. But for now, if it stays kosher with 20 laps to go, I think this is going to be Cogdell's race to win here. And to be fair, I don't see any crazy problems. I don't foresee it, at least. But you never know. And as they continue to hang on, kosher is key at this point. 19 to go at Kentucky. Now, if we get a caution, all of a sudden, everything's going to change. Right? If we get a yellow, this whole thing will change. And that will be a very, very interesting problem if the yellow flag indeed comes out. But at the moment, everything's okay. 18 to go. So 18 laps to go here tonight. Cogdell, Jacob M. Boeing right there behind him. So 17 laps to go. Somerville, Boeing able to actually going to lose a spot to Somerville. Teammates back out front. So interesting to watch these drivers do battle, right? You have to think about everything you've seen here with 17 laps to go at Kentucky tonight. Cogsdale out front, pulling away. Teammate there behind him. So 16 to go here, and we start taking a look at laps led here tonight. As they stay single file, Cogsdale has led 35 of them. His teammates led 25. Jacob M. Boeing, Dustin Stallings, Mark Beverly, William, Chris D. Wheeler back here, David Hall and Joey Means in a bit of a battle, continuing to roll side by side at the moment. 15 to go at Kentucky, the 60 machine down low slow, but not going to matter right now. 2-second lead for Nathan Cogdale over teammate Nathan Somerville, Jacob M. Bowen right there, about a second back from that. Now, Dustin Stallings, if he can make it on fuel, inside the top 5 right now, so it's not been horrible for him. So Stallings hanging on, 14 to go this time by. So Stallings still with the opportunity to come away at the top 5 if he can hold where he's at. Zofield back here, 2 laps down. Just a terrible, terrible run for the Tide 12 truck tonight. Needing so much more here tonight, being the points leader. Actually under the 88, got a little dicey there, but they'll keep it clean. "13 laps to go. Nathan Cogdale continuing to lead. Cogdale pulling away. It's a 1.9 second gap. Nathan Cogdale doing a wonderful job in the 00 machine. You look at Cogdale and where he is at, and you take a look here at Cogdale and everything he has got going on so far. You can't be more stoked with the run he's having here tonight. Best finish to this part of the year was in the Clash at Lanier in 12th, the first 2 races of the regular season, with a 15th and a 19th place finish. But right now, Cogdale really going to recover here if he can hang on 11 more laps. Somerville right there giving chase. Take a look at Somerville and his finishes. And you take a look at 7th and a 4th. So a really good night for both these trucks. So Nathan Cogdale, Somerville, Jacob M. Bowen, your top 3. 10 laps to go. And you take a look, another one to look at is Jacob M. Best finish of the year so far. Was 9th last week at Las Vegas. Really looking to double up on that and really come away with his first top 3 finish here of the season. So all 3 of these trucks up front looking at their best finish of the year. Don't look now, Mark Beverly just there behind him as well. In the 13, coming off the win there 1 week ago, but right now running 4th. So Mark really doing a good job of keeping that truck up near the front as well. So Mark doing a wonderful job right there in 4th. Would be his best finish other than that win he got. So really good night for everybody in the top few trucks. Then Dustin Stallings right there in the top 5 in the 88. Good night for Dustin. So Dustin sitting there as well, and take a look at Dustin gonna tie if he stays where he's at. His best finish of the year last week at Vegas so far, if he can just stay where he's at. Wheeler in 6th here, coming off that second place finish. Look at Tyler Ashley. Remember having trouble early on. If you remember, he's right now back in 8th. So you can't complain too much if you're Ashley after having really bad trouble early in the race. Tyler Ashley did a wonderful job. So look at Ashley's season so far. Got the win down there in the Clash at Lanier. Come home. Then he came home in 16th at Daytona. Recovered with a 7th last week. He's going to lose a spot to Alan Martin. But I tell you what, he's still in position to get a good top 10 and get out of Kentucky with that after being an instant early. Dale Somerville out front, Jacob M. Boeing there as well, everybody out front. But look at this. You take a look at what this gap up front is doing. Cogdale losing ground to his teammate here. About a tenth a lap. Now the question is going to be how hard will Somerville pressure Cogdale for the win? That's your teammate up in front of you. Do you pressure him relatively hard, or do you leave it alone here? 5 to go. He's definitely coming. So it's interesting to watch this gap close at the front of the field. 5 laps to go. Oh boy, here we go. 5 to go. There's the 9. Now the 9, don't worry about the 9. That's Terry Collette. He is a lap down. 4 to go for Nathan Cogdale. Nathan Somerville behind him. Jacob M. Bowen there in 3rd right now. Mark there in 4th. That's the way they run. 4 laps to go at Kentucky. Coming down to it here, 25 laps on the tanks. Dustin Stallings continuing to roll right there. 3 to go this time by. Cogdale out front leading there in that machine. And take a look here, 4 laps to go gap right now, 0.6 of a second between the two. I mean, if you're Somerville, how hard do you press the truck? Your teammates up in front of you. Last time by, he picked up about a 0.5 of a tenth on him. He'd have to pick up a lot more here. He's going to go to the top. I think the 9's affecting this battle quite a bit. Yeah, right there. That's not going to help him run him down. 2 laps to go. And with 2 to go out front, Nathan Cogdale back out to a 0.6 of a second lead here tonight for that 0-0. Cogdale down the back straightaway, 1.5 laps to go. He'll hit turn 4 for the final. A couple of times Dustin Stallings to pit road, not gonna make it. Unfortunate for Stallings on pit road. Comes about a 2 lap short of making it to the end, gonna cost him positions. 1 to go for Cogdale out front. Cogdale going to roll through turns 1 and 2. Teammate Nathan Somerville going to be right behind him. Jacob M. Boeing going to be in that top 3 as well. Down the back straight away. Cogdale going to come through 3 and 4. If he makes it out of turn 4, gets this truck pointed in the right direction, the Kentucky Derby 115 is going to go to Nathan Cogdale. Teammate Somerville going to come home 2nd. Boeing going to come home 3rd. Dominant night for the teammates out front. But it was the 0-0 going to get it done here tonight. Congratulations, Nathan Cogdale here tonight. Wow. Nathan Cogdale getting the W here tonight in Kentucky Derby 115. Wow. Congratulations, Nathan Cogdale. Goes to victory lane. What a way to do it here tonight at Kentucky. He will go to victory lane, making it 3 different winners in 3 races. We'll get ready to talk to Nate. Let's talk to him. Wow, what a great race here tonight. So let's get ready to talk to Cogdale here tonight. Mr. Nate Cogdell, you got me, buddy?
I got you, bud.
All righty, man. Well, you and your teammate were dominant most of the night. You swapped the lead a couple of times. There, that final run, you had a good gap over him. You took care of the truck. How does it feel going to victory lane at Kentucky?
Man, Kentucky's always been one of my favorite tracks. I always seem to have pretty good luck here, and it helped going green tonight. That was definitely a great, awesome race. Very clean.
Yeah, man, one caution early on, and I tell you, from there on out, it became very much a fuel mileage slash, just tire savings and everything else you expect.
Yeah, I noticed that a couple of guys got off sequence early, and I didn't know if it was going to work out. If they would have called a caution at the right time, we would have been hung out to dry there. So I'm really glad that we went green. That actually worked in our favor.
Well, man, what was it like up there battling with your teammate and everything how much did y'all talk and plan it out being 1 and 2 like that?
Well, we talked the whole race, back and forth, and the one restart that we did, we were actually lined up front row, so that helped us out a good bit. We were able to communicate, and he knew when I was going to go. We were just able to help each other. But yeah, Somerville, he's definitely a good driver. We race hard every time we race, but we always keep it clean.
Well, man, you had a little bit of rough start to the season there at Daytona and Vegas. Definitely turning it around here tonight. You came out of Vegas with that 19th place finish. Of course, 15th at the Daytona. Big jump in performance for you coming out here and getting the win.
Yeah, we had fast trucks at both Daytona and Vegas. We just got caught up in a little skirmish there. Wasn't able to finish too good, but yeah, Kentucky, we was able to keep it clean, and we got it to victory lane, and got a special paint scheme on my truck tonight for Father's Day weekend. This is actually the paint scheme of one of my dad's Goody Dash race cars.
Nice, buddy. It's got to feel good to put that one in victory lane.
Oh yeah, it's only had one other shot before, and I actually tied a guy at the line, .000. So it's been a pretty good truck. I might have to break it out more than just Father's Day weekend.
I don't know. With its history, I think I'd leave it at Father's Day weekend. Because basically, you tied at the line, so you're basically 2 for 2 at this point, right? Basically. All but a couple of millimeters.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'll back you up on it. Well, man, anybody else you'd like to thank before I let you go?
I have to thank my little boy, man. He comes down here with me every week, week in, week out. So, Drayson, thank you for coming down with me. Thank my mom and dad, they're watching. Thank my wife for pushing me to do this and allowing me to be able to spend the time down here to do this away from her. So definitely thank her first and foremost.
There you go, man. That's always the ideal, right? Without that, we get in trouble and we don't race. Trust me, I feel you on that one.
That's right.
10-4, man. Congratulations. Great run, man. Congrats on victory lane. And congrats, bud.
Appreciate it, bud.
All right, Nathan Cogdell coming home victory lane here tonight. We'll get ready to talk to his teammate, Nathan Somerville. Nathan Somerville, Matt in the booth, you get a copy.
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
All right, man. It was a story of teammates out front all night, bud.
Yeah, it was the Nathan and Nathan show.
Yeah, and dude, I tell you what, both your trucks look pretty similar as far as speed-wise goes.
Yeah, Cogdell and I have been racing against each other for a little over a year and a half now, so we know each other's racing styles. This track tends to be one of our better tracks, so we just went at it all night. I'm no one I'd rather lose to than Cogdell, so I think staying out those extra 3 laps really is what made the race and broke the race for me.
Right. Well,
because by the time I ran them down, I used every bit of tire I had.
Everything you had.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, tell you what, man, you start looking back at your season so far again. You missed Vegas, but Daytona, you finished 7th tonight. You're going to come home at 2nd. If you can make the races here, going to South Boston next week, Texas here in a few weeks, I think you can recover and have a really good season here.
Yeah, I just gotta stay out of trouble, really. Try to keep it clean. Try not to get caught up in other people's mess, and then just South Boston's just a different animal. I haven't raced there, so I'm interested in seeing how the practice races go.
Well, what's going to be interesting about that, Nate, is that's going to be on my birthday week. Literally on my birthday's 27th, so that'll be a fun broadcast.
Oh, it should be.
South Boston mixed with me probably being halfway drunk. It should be fun.
Oh yeah, and then tempers are gonna be flaring the whole time.
Maybe I'll come out of the booth and come down and get in a fight. You're just going to come bail me out when I get arrested? Like we're at Bowman Gray?
See, all my money's tied up in my savings. It takes like 3 to 5 business days to transfer, so I'll help you, but I ain't gonna bail you out.
So I'll be stuck in the pokey for 3 or 4 days.
Maybe.
Oh man, great job, Nathan, and coming home P2 here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man.
All right, your team, really great run here tonight. Congratulations to both of you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
All right, anybody else you'd like to thank before I let you go?
First and foremost, I want to thank my smoking hot wife for putting up with me every day. I want to thank my teammates, Sammy and Cogdell. I want to thank Twisted Chassis for letting me run. I saw it on Facebook and thought it'd be fun. I have a bunch of friends in here, and I knew it was going to be a very competitive, fun league. I want to thank you for putting on this broadcast. You sure didn't have to, but I can't wait to go back and watch it.
All right, man. Well, again, Nate, congratulations. We will see you here in 1 week from South Boston.
All right, I'll see you, bud.
See ya. All right, Jacob M. Let's talk to Jacob down here. Jacob, buddy, you got a copy.
I got.
Well, top 3. How about that, man? Did he? What happened? You got me now, buddy?
I got you.
All righty, Discord acting up there for a second. But top 3, bud.
Still there, Matt?
Yeah, you got me there, buddy?
All right, we're good.
All right, Discord's fighting with us here. But top 3, good job for that 52 Home Depot machine.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean race. I think pit strategy is what really got me there.
Yeah, and man, it was you were right there hunting those two for the longest time, or even earlier in the race. Man, what were you thinking having the teammates up in front of you? If you could have got there, would it made it more difficult? What was your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I got there at one point during that first run, or at least during my first run. I got in between them at one point, and Cogdell just helped Somerville back around me with whatever little bit of draft he could, so I kind of gave up and just let them have it. I figured if I could get back to them, I would try and fight back around them, but I was never able to make it happen. Cogdell and Somerville just had a better way to wrap 3 than I did, gave them the run off of 4.
And that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, it was pretty much it.
In my humble opinion, that is called being up the creek without a paddle.
Basically, yeah. Although I'm convinced that Cogdell was running my pit strategy. I think he was just listening to me.
Oh yeah, there you go. He was just listening in. He put listening devices in the truck.
He was on my team radio.
Maybe I've got a better conspiracy for you. You ready? Now we're going to get Jennifer involved in this. You ready? She was the spy. He was listening to your radio, and then she was going back over on their radio and letting them know. He was a turncoat.
No, my own mother is against me.
Yep, it's a turncoat. Yeah, now I'm going to get something thrown at me in chat in a minute. Oh, there we go. Hey, conspiracy theories, right?
Exactly.
Well, man, nevertheless, the Home Depot machine coming home 3rd here tonight in a wonderful race, man. Congratulations. Next week, South Boston, what do you got looking forward to it?
I am not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to pacing most of the night. I think it'll be very similar to Lanier. And I'm also thinking that I'm going to end up putting it on the hauler before I end up driving it across the start-finish line for the final time.
There we go. Well, man, go out there and get some practice laps all week. That place is a handful.
Oh, yeah.
I love that place, but it's a handful. Oh, and we got a response from your mom in chat. She says, yeah.
That sounds exactly like something she would say.
Yep. So, Jacob, again, congratulations. Top 3 here tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, congrats, bud.
Have a good night.
All right, you too, sir. Jacob coming home here tonight, top 3. Grab Dustin up here. Hey, Dustin, Matt in the booth, you got me?
What's going on, bud? Yeah.
Well, that strategy almost worked for you, sir.
Oh, man, you have no idea how bad I was praying for a caution at the end.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. Then you lost the lead after you got in the wall there up in 3 and 4. And I'm like, well, maybe he can save more. And then as we're coming down to the end, I see you diving down. And I'm like, yep, that's not good.
Yeah, after I took my last stop, I was trying to just follow in line with like some of the like slower guys that were off pace a little bit. And I tried running behind the 22 for a while, and his speed in the center of the corner was a little slow, and I was trying to wait for my dad to go by me and I could just ride behind him, but he told me after the race that he was trying to ride behind me so he could save fuel.
So both of you were trying to do the same thing and didn't realize each other were doing the same thing.
Pretty much. Right when I was following the 22, I was a lap short, and if I could have just rode behind somebody for
Right.
probably 10 more laps, I would have had enough to finish and then some, but it just did not work out.
Didn't work out in your favor.
No, we'll have to try it again next week, but that's South Boston.
Yes, sir. Well, 1 week from tonight, my birthday night, we're going to have some fun, South Boston. Now,
Oh, yeah.
as the league owner, because of my birthday, I'm not going to admit or deny that I may be intoxicated by the time race time gets here. So that might be very entertaining to watch. I can call a race, I think, depending on the level of intoxication.
Right.
As long as the numbers on the timing screen don't start blending together, I think we're all right. Now, if they start blending together, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And Dustin, man, it's always a blast. Looking forward to going to Sobo next week. Maybe you'll get one week for tonight, buddy.
Hope so, man. I feel one's coming soon. It's just a matter of time of when, you know?
Yep. That's all about making it happen, right?
Oh, yeah. It's have good trucks each week. It's just trying to line up everything and being able to finish at the end.
Yep. 10-4, man. Well, I'm going to let you go, buddy. Best of luck, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, folks. We'll see you in 1 week tonight. We'll go to round number 4 at South Boston. Until then, everyone stay safe. Have a great night. It's been Extreme Sim TV. Thank you guys for coming out to round number 3. We'll see you at South Boston 1 week from tonight.